All right, boys and girls, we got this new video here from Dark Microtransaction. We're going to be watching this video for the hype of PoE. It is real. The train is leaving the station. Choo-choo. Get on board or get left behind, baby, because it's coming on Friday. Friday, we're going to be playing, dog. So we're going to be on Twitch streaming this. We have the giveaway on the channel for 2 people for $50. I'm excited. You're excited. He's excited. Everybody's excited. Let's check it out.
Wait a minute.
They are incredible at stunning huge groups of enemies and
holy sh! What the f is that stun? I went mace every single point I had in skill tree. I went to stun build up, and then this dude just he's grenading his stun. Wait, what the is that?
Because I don't really talk about it. I don't make any videos on it.
How much did you play?
1,500 hours.
You got 1,500 hours.
1,500
Oh, I was sweaty, but it's like I never posted a video, never talked about it. It was just joy. This game was truly joy for me. I think that's the best part. Is it's like we can theory craft it from a couple skills and ascendancies, and then it's like this unique, that's super accessible, game changer, and that's why I'm so excited. You just don't know what's gonna pop off.
We could have 6-man monkey stacking. We could do, you know, Return to the Planet of the Apes build. You know, from Toy Story, when they're like, we need more monkeys! That's basically what I'm saying. Just outside Anchorage, Alaska. If you look outside, it is cold, but we don't have to go nowhere. There's my backyard. No snow today. We have not really a podcast today. We're going to have a collab chat, whatever the f you want to call it. A stall-a-thon. My boy Imtosh, he's going to be playing PoE 2 as well. And he's going to come chat about PoE 2 today. Have you checked Rax's Red Hoodie today?
Dude, the hype is unreal with this game. We had people coming into Twitch last night when we were streaming talking about it. And I found out that, I didn't know this, so I found this out, that this game is going to be cross-platform. So you're going to not even have all these records that we're seeing for Twitch that, oh, it's the 3rd on the pre-sales and everything. All this Twitch stats that we're seeing, that's just Steam. That's just Steam. That's just Steam that we're seeing this on. You have Xbox and PlayStation, dude. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be freaking huge.
You know, I saw that. I almost wanted to give him shit for being a traitor. Look at the man right here is wearing a red hoodie today. Traitor. He's a traitor.
Red versus blue was not a good conversation.
Stupid ancestral monkey mode and posted in your Discord PoE 2 chat. Do you like it? Let me look. I love it when people use the Discord. We get like 3 messages a week. What is this? Holy shit, that's actually good, dude. Wait, hold on. What the monkey do? There it is. Look at the monkey. There he goes. All right, W chatter. Very, very well done. I want to go hard glazing of the warrior. This is absolute hard warrior glazing. I watched the first 30 seconds of this and immediately thought, okay, the chat's going to love this.
The hype is real.
Okay, all right. I like warrior glazing commits, and the first footage we see is the tutorial of him fighting versus a rock.
Today, we're diving deep into the warrior class and why it's shaping up to be an absolute game changer. If you still haven't decided about your first class, trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be ready to embrace the sheer power of the warrior.
People told me to go warrior because I'm going to be a noob.
G. Give him a base G.
The embodiment of raw physical power.
Hell yeah, log in, brother. This is exactly what I need to get my blood boiling before PoE 2. Yeah, log in. Yes, the warrior will shine.
So, what sets the warrior apart in Path of Exile 2? Let's talk mechanics. First, we have the new class-specific ability, Adrenaline Rush. This is a game-changing mechanic.
Holy moly, we gotta learn to pair the footage with the hype. It's like, the warrior will everyone's mom, and then it's like he's just straight up dying to level 1 minion, like pounding the ground, fighting versus a fucking...
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's trying to say the warrior is so strong, he just died. But people did tell me, like, since I'm gonna be a noob, I should try warrior. But the class I kind of want to do is either sorcerer or witch, to be honest, because I'm kind of like the casters. But everybody says, hey man, since you're gonna be new, you should probably play a warrior. It'd probably be safer. But I don't know, dog. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are gonna be playing.
Team Rock. The warrior is the giga. Guys, if you aren't sold on warrior, I mean, what the hell are you thinking? Holy shit, dude. I need one of these videos every day, like injected straight into my fucking veins. I'm not gonna lie, dude. This is exactly the type of like copium hype video I need to be able to watch every day about the warrior. Just straight fucking glazing. Adrenaline smash. You will shit on your enemy.
Solo player, no problem. The warrior's high sustain and damage.
Dude, stop showing the warrior dying. You're killing me, brother. Like, we have got to stop spreading propaganda that the warrior ever dies. Dude, this was unironically one of the favorite PoE 2 videos I have seen. Give him some love, dude. 118 subs. Come on, we can double that, right? Surely we can double that. The risk with all the hype is that you'll find it underwhelming. Not because it's bad, but because you're on a serious hype train. Objectively, you are correct, okay? Like, objectively, you're right. I'm not going to argue it. But here's why I'm allowing myself to go on this copium hype train. Because you have to realize, I have said many times, I understand over the last year, if you've watched my Twitch streams, I say I have, like, an impossible task of trying to keep myself from getting hyped for games. I use examples like Star Citizen because I love space games. Like, I just refuse to get hyped about that one. Ashes of Creation. Like, anytime you hear a bajillion good comments about it from a ton of different people and the hype seems overwhelming, a part of me starts to get pessimistic. Like, a part of me starts to be like, it sounds too good to be true. There's too much hype. There, you know, like, it's got to be a wave. Like, you start to think that. Correct. I agree with you. There's only...
So before he gets into what he thinks, like what he's gonna say about this, I think the hype is kind of a scary thing too. Like, that's why I put in one of my videos. I was like, hopefully the hype is not getting overhyped. And I had people say, yo dog, this is PoE. You don't understand. It's been running for 12 years and it's had the best weeks in the last like 2 weeks ever. So the hype is coming in. The game is still 12 years old and it's still going strong. So I think the hype for this one is gonna be comparable to something like Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out and everybody seems to be excited for that game. Everybody seems excited to play that game and they trust that game. So the hype is real for that. The hype has been already been seen with the previous installments. It justifies the hype. So you have PoE that's been going so strong for 12 years. They have so many people, I think it's 12, right? 12-ish years. 12 years. You have people who love this game, dump so much time and effort in this game, and the company behind it has been like solid. So you have all these like prerequisitions that are being hit that are going to be pushing you the hype even further. So I think this hype is justifiable and going to be real. So I don't think it's just going to be one of those games that everybody talks about. It peaks for a week and it dies down. That's something I fear. I said that in one of my last videos and somebody's like, dog, you don't even understand. You don't even understand. You're so wrong. I was like, I'm not saying that's what's happening. I'm just saying I hope it does happen. But I think the hype for this game is going to be a real thing, and it's just not like a videos, people hyping it up, and people are going to check it out and die in a week. I have no concerns with that.
Only one reason why this hype is either A, to be believed, or why I'm allowing myself to go full copium. And I would guarantee that most of the people know the reason before I say it and will start spamming in the chat. The reason is the company. GGG themselves have proven to deliver time after time after time after time after time. So if this was another company or a no-name company or a first-time sales pitch, No Man's Sky, sort of like with Hello Games, that went from like, what was it, My Friend Joe or whatever that the game was to like No Man's Sky. Like if it was that thing where it's like, okay, they're kind of like trying to prove themselves with this game. If Path of Exile 2 was like the first iteration they're coming out with, okay, maybe. But like GGG has continued to prove and deliver. And then the other side of it is I didn't play those other games. I didn't get a test Star Citizen multiple times. I didn't play Ashes of Creation. I don't know. It's just hard for me to get hyped. I have literally tested the game multiple times and have watched it go from iteration 1, in which it was actually kind of rough. I remember saying that like in my review, to iteration 2, in which it was significantly improved, to iteration 3, into which it's again significantly improved. So I've watched the process of go from like, oh, this is kind of rough, to like good to great. Like I've seen that happen.
That's when somebody tests the game out and they've seen all the stages and they've seen the growth and the changes in a positive way. That's even more reassurance that this game is going to be a real hype, not just a train that's falsely advertised.
So those are my reasons. I'm allowing myself to go down the hype train. I refuse to be pessimistic on this one. I'm allowing myself to love one more time, basically. One more time. And then if that disappointment gets hit again, well, then I'll just become a bitter, aged old man. But for now, we're going to be a child again.
Diablo 4 was Blizzard's fastest selling game of all time. There is...
Oh, okay. Here we do.
Diablo 4.
How are you going to go? I'm going to go on that whole speech and you're immediately going to hit me with that fucking flashbang. 1 minute, 20.
See, but that's the thing is that Diablo 4 had such hype surrounded around it because of like all the stuff I said, like the prerequisites. But you've had so many different issues with Blizzard that everybody saw what was coming with Diablo 4. You know, we've seen this trend of where big franchises just start, putting lackluster stuff out there. And Diablo 4, when it came out, it wasn't like a lot of people said it wasn't like it wasn't polished, it wasn't ready to go. It's decent now. People say it's decent now, but it's a little too late. I don't think PoE is going to have this problem at all.
seconds into a PoE 2 video, boom, Diablo 4 mentioned. Reset the clock.
Don't overthink things unless you really want to. You don't need to know the calculation behind how evasion works to know it will help you evade more attacks. Do people need this 30-minute video on Elden Ring damage calculations before they play it? That's insane. No.
Do people actually like watch guides on Elden Ring? I thought the point is like you pick up a weapon you think looks fun, you go in and you start hitting things in the face and then you learn to dodge. Do people actually like min-max fucking Elden Ring? How's for PvP, you can try hard for PvP. Okay, I tried PvP and my PvP experience in Elden Ring was me like literally lagging all over the fucking place, getting like teabagged and then one shot. I don't stagger him at all. Is there a lag going on? Oh, you got me, I was gonna swing. Did I not hit him there? Oh god.
I watched my brother play Elden Ring PvP, and dude, that guy used to get so rageful, man. He's just like, what is going on? I'm pushing the button. I'm pushing the button. How do you hit me? How do you hit me? It's like, dude, it's not for you, dude. It's laggy.
Oh, it's laggy in this shit too. Okay. So I don't, great PvP experience. I want to do another poll real quick about class pick here, because every day that we've polled this, it's been the same answer. I'm not going to say what the same answer is because I don't want to influence. What are people playing here? Oh, this is actually pretty close. Ranger.
Okay, before this ends, sorry, I keep pausing. This is the last time I paused for a while. I'm sorry, guys. I want to know what you guys, in the comments right now, let me know what you're going to be playing. I've been told I need to play a warrior because I'm going to be a new player and it's going to be the safest thing for me because I'm going to be a noob. But I promise you I'm going to learn. I'm not going to be a noob. So I kind of want to do sorcery or witch, but I've heard a lot of people say they're going monk. So I'm kind of curious what you guys are doing.
Big L, dude, Ranger gets bodied so fucking hard, it's ridiculous. So Witch is still winning. Are the Minion Andys actually getting some revenge here? Warrior's getting bodied. Where the hell are all my Warrior players?
The other thing as well is that the next best action RPG, in my opinion, is Path of Exile 1.
This is the most base statement ever. I still think this is like, this isn't shots at anyone. This is reverse shots at themselves. Like, we have the best and the second best ARPG. And the hilarious part about it is you probably can't even argue it. Like, imagine being able to say we're number one and number two in a genre that's actually, like, super large. ARPG is not a small genre. Imagine loving your own game. I think a lot of people love their own game.
Yeah, I think everybody loves their own game.
I think this goes for I think there's a lot of shitting on devs that I see. And in other games that are nameless, like I've met a lot of devs for a lot of games, and I almost very rarely meet a dev who does not enjoy or love their own game. They just normally have issues that they run into that makes it harder for them to create their own game. So I don't know. Very often I don't think it's like straight up the dev's fault. I blame higher ups as you get around there.
I want to show you the most extreme level of customization in this game and why it's so cool. Any non-boss monster that you kill, you can go up to the corpse and target it and capture it so that you can summon it as a minion of your own.
Oh, God. I have this fear. I'm going to tell you guys about my nightmare.
So you could literally play Pokemon in this game as well? Catch them all, dude. Dude, I'm hyped.
I live in fear of minions actually being completely disgusting, and I have to listen to Ghazi being extremely happy on launch of the game for over a year. And that melee is trash, and that one of his specters are literally better than my entire character. And the reason I live in this fear is because, one, they actually look good. Two, is that scepters look absolutely fucking disgusting. And three, is that scepters stack. And I don't see people talking about this shit very often. What I'm talking about is the actual affixes on the scepters themselves. Literally are only like your allies get bonus percentage of this stat. And that's allies means everyone other than yourselves. And everyone's like, oh, it's balanced because you can't buff yourself. But you can buff the 5 other fucking minion degenerates in your party. Meaning if you have 6 people in a party and they all have scepters and they all are stacking the affix from the scepters on everyone else and everyone else's minions, you have effectively a 6-man minion circle jerk of giga supercharged minions that are probably each individually better than my entire warrior. And I don't think this is going to be something.
That'll probably be nerfed, guys. I think that's something to be nerfed, right? I don't think you should. I don't know if that should be a thing. No, I don't know. I don't know, but it's probably gonna get nerfed. I think, right? Like you said, you can't have minions being stronger than the character, right? I don't know.
Thing that is going to last, but it feels to me like 6-man party play scepter is an actual fucking meme. There's no way they didn't test that. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I haven't seen anything about it that says you can't do that. Who cares about party play? 0.01% of players. People like me who don't want Minion Andes to be allowed to be happy. To be fair, Minions actually look like they'll be pretty fun. You know, trolling aside, Minions actually look like they're going to be pretty fun in PoE 2. If the monkey actually counts as a minion, we could have 6-man monkey stacking. We could do, you know, Return to the Planet of the Apes build with everyone in the chat, basically. And we could fucking spam a fuckload of monkeys, and we could scepter circle jerk, and we could have the strongest monkeys in the planet. If that's actually something that can happen, we'll 100% try stacking monkeys. Here's the footage of Mercenary grenade gameplay by Ziggy D.
Smell that burning sulfite. G'day folks, Ziggy D here. These are the glorious sights and sounds of a Mercenary grenadier. Each skill has a different amount of shots before a reload too, so the shotgun style skills typically have just one shot and then they'll reload.
I just really like the grenades, but I really don't like the shotgun.
Dude.
I don't know what it is about the shotgun. Maybe it's like the pump style, the fact that none of the footage looks like super satisfying. It's maybe that's slow. I don't know. Am I wrong? Like, doesn't the shotgun look like kind of underwhelming or maybe not fun? The grenades look hype as but the shotgun just like does not sell me on it.
Some crossbows and passive skills can give you additional shots to any reload skill though, so that's a really big deal in things like fragmentation rounds where gaining one additional shot means halving how often you reload.
Might feel better when you play it, yeah, might.
Crossbow mercenaries reward a bit more of a considered non-spammy approach. Things get...
That's kind of cool gameplay style, though. Like, you kind of prep, you use your moves when you should, as opposed to just, like, seeing their spamming the button. Yeah, I like that.
Be smoother as you go, as you'll get faster reloads, various support gems that can help in a bunch of different ways. You'll get more rounds in your magazines and utility skills that will also change things dramatically.
That's kind of cool. Like if you shoot it short, it gets stuck under the log, but you can shoot it over the log too. Like just the little, this is kind of like what Moxie was pointing out before, like the little additions of hitboxes are actually kind of nice.
And also there is just that element of getting used to this playstyle. Freeze is incredible in Path of Exile 2 in my opinion, thanks to the freeze build-up system. Everything will get frozen eventually.
The freeze actually looks really cool. I'm assuming the freeze is not just mercenary, that this is literally just a stat, so I could like kind of add freeze onto my hammer, for instance, and have both stun as well as freeze.
100%. And then they're frozen. Now, far better early game, and when a grenade started to feel like a thing for me, was when I got the flash grenades.
Flash grenade.
As soon as you can get these...
Oh, like knocks them back?
They deal physical damage in a large area, they have a short timer, a massive increase in stun effect, and they blind enemies.
Blind him!
With multiple projectile support, they are incredible at stunning huge groups of enemies and...
Holy shit, what the fuck is that stun? Wait a minute. What the fuck is that? I spent my entire... Like, I went mace, every single point I had in skill tree, I went to stun build up. Every single fucking thing I took was for stun. And then this dude, he's grenading his stun. Wait, what the fuck is that? Are you kidding me?
So you can get a lot of those heavy stuns on bosses.
See, that's what I'm talking about, guys. With me being a noob, I'm like, I hope I pick the right class. I hope I pick the right talents. I hope I don't waste some stuff. I'd hate to just be like, look how OP I am, and then somebody's like, oh, you have a grenade that could do that, dude.
To get some nice damage cycles off. They do only have one charge to begin with, but later on you can get an extra cooldown. Flash grenades with multiple projectiles quickly became a main skill for me, and we used off cooldown as much as possible. The stun, the damage, the area, the speediness of the
let's see this on the stun.
Amazing.
What the fuck is that, Ziggy? Wait, what are those? This dude is doing 80-90% off the fucking rip. Meanwhile, my warrior is like spamming like the spikes like over and over and over again, and then I have to do a war cry to explode them, and I get like 75. What the fuck? Bro, my entire build, I had no HP and no damage because every goddamn node I took was stun buildup. My entire passive tree was stun build.
Maybe that's why everybody's skipping on the warrior on his pull.
My moves were literally 500% more stun from Ruthless, and then 80% more stun. I picked stun gems, I picked stun passive, I had a fucking rolling slam with the double, I was running melee, I was using a fucking hammer, and the entire build is stun. If I do one thing, it should have been to stun them. Now you can say it's EDPS and all that shit, sure, I would take it, but the only thing I was supposed to do was stun. And I'm watching this dude stun him immediately just because. Holy shit. Can
I don't want that.
Like, standardize making moves that are one line so I don't have to read this? Convert 60% of physical damage to fire damage. Knocks back enemies. Can fire 70 bullets before reloading. Maximum 17 heat. Rapid shots gain 10% of damage as fire per heat. Charges for 800% of attack. I've forgotten the beginning of this thing already. Does it do damage or nah? Like, I kind
of like this, dog.
Gas grenade is where you start getting some more grenade combos, and it's a pretty fun piece of the puzzle.
I was gonna say he's screwed,
As a
but never
baseline,
mind.
it's a grenade with 3 charges that releases a poison explosion and then a lingering poison cloud that grows.
Not gonna lie, this Merc gameplay looks pretty fun. This is the first Mercenary gameplay where I'm like, okay, like this is actually looking pretty solid. The other Merc gameplay I've seen wasn't super exciting. This stuff actually looks pretty good.
The Ricochet node is not a long-term node for Grenadiers. I probably should have dropped it by this point, but I needed to highlight it because I do recommend taking it on any crossbow Merc, at least initially. The shotgun projectiles that you miss with will like hit a wall and bounce back to the enemies.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Like, I like the fact that it actually interacts with the wall. I'm just kind of hoping that there's going to be a lot of builds that actually have like projectiles. Like the orb one off the Archmage video, when we saw the Archmage one, where the lightning continues to go out in like 8 different ways depending upon the wild shard's projectile. I'm just sitting here thinking in my head, it's like, you're in the Archmage, you jump into like a hallway, you release 8 in a circle, and they like bounce between the walls like crazy.
Honestly, if the numbers were any higher on this notable, it would be an Ascendancy node.
Do we have any insight on what Ascendancy might potentially be better than others after this intensive investigation? Yes. So there's one Ascendancy that's 50 times better than any other. That is the Warrior Titan. Just trust me. I'm not baiting you into just playing the class I am so that we all have the same similar ZDPS experience. There's the boy he's calling. We're going to chat with Imtosh. He's going to be playing PoE 2 as well. Hello, sir. How are you doing today?
Actually, mathematically, the Warrior Titan is not the best, and I'm going to tell you why. Because you're not a hot demon mama.
Oh, so you're going hot demon mama build.
Well, yeah. I mean, I kind of have to.
How you doing today, dude?
I'm excited. I'm excited for the next month of living in my dungeon playing Path of Exile 2. You're going Warrior Titan. That's your game plan?
Memes aside, Warrior Titan, unless there's one crucial bit of information that we're all kind of waiting at. For the Warriors, we're all waiting on one other piece, because there's 2 Ascendancies, right? You got the Warrior Titan, which is like the mace, melee, Giga Chad, you're stunning people with 20% more health. You got the 20...
I have so much to learn, dude. I have so much to learn.
The inventory of the rucksack. There's one other potential Ascendancy that looks kind of good for the Warrior, which, because there's only 2 anyway, it's the Monkey. But no one actually knows what the monkey totem build will do. They have this thing that lets you like spam infinite totems and all that on the tree. So there's an argument to be made that if ancestral spirits are like absolutely crazy, and you have totem infinite spam and you go like spirit reservation, then maybe that's insane. But like we kind of just like straight up don't know. So I'm gonna go Warrior Titan, but it's.
I think that's the best part. Is it's like we can theory craft it from a couple skills and ascendancies, and then it's like this unique that's super accessible. Game changer for the archer class. Game changer for the demon mage, and that's why I'm so excited. You just don't know what's gonna pop off. Like, what's the tabula rasa early game item that's a game changer? What's the crazy pair of boots that all of a sudden, if you're not doing a fire build, you suck? I don't know. I think just like the theory crafting and finding the different things is going to be the big thing. And like, I think this game is going to take way longer to solve, even though it's going to be popular, even though there's a bunch of really smart people. I bet you there's like 10 different builds that just blow up bosses. There's 10 different builds that blow up maps and are safe for like, big clear and getting through your maps quick. I'm still trying to decide what I actually want to play.
Out of the Ascensions you saw, what is your favorite one that you're probably going to play, and what would be your backup and the reason why?
I think I'm going to go with the Demon Mama. Is that a witch?
Yeah, Witch Infernalist.
Yeah, Witch Infernalist. I think Witch Infernalist, because Witch has also got some cool like summon stuff, and fun fact, never played any sort of summoning necromancer build in Path of Exile 1. Like 1,500 hours played, and I've just never done it. I've always done caster.
See, like hearing them talk about this, guys, it makes me really excited, because when you have a game that has so many branches where you can do so many things, that is just such a fun experience, because not everybody's like in World of Warcraft. you have like one build, right? Everybody's a fire mage with this thing, or everybody's a fury warrior with this build. This one sounds like you could be multiple builds, multiple things. You could test your own stuff. You could be that one guy who's on YouTube or Reddit who posts something that blows up because nobody thought about it. Like, this seems like to be something very exciting, but also a little intimidating. A little intimidating if you're new, because there's just so many different, like League of Legends. If you haven't played League of Legends, it's intimidating to get into right now because there's so many heroes, there's so many different skins. You have like so much you have to learn. You're like, what is going on? So this is exciting, it's hype, but it's also a little intimidating.
And it might be fun to mess around with the minion stuff for a while. And, you know, even for mapping, like, it might be kind of nice to hide behind my meat shields and just like not die on those maps in the start and brick my map system. So
it looks clean.
I feel like there's diversity going witch, and just the fire stuff looks cool. Like, you can stack a bunch of mana, and then because I guess the system changes, so now it almost like it's the reverse of mana, like it's always
like burns
up.
down or something. Yeah.
But from what I can tell, you would never not have mana. You can always cast infinitely. You would start ticking HP down, and if you're spending so much mana, like, it's going to keep filling up really quickly. But I don't think there's any reason or requirement for you to not be casting, which I think is pretty cool, because now it's like, well, maybe I don't really need to worry about mana generation at all. I don't have to worry about anything like that, and go all in on damage and other survivability. So I want to toy with that and see if it's like a cool build.
So second class that you're going to play then. You said Inferno Mommy, but if you had to pick another one, let's say Infernalist is like bug garbage or something on launch, and you have to pick another class, who do you go second?
I think I'm going back to my FPS roots, and I'm shotgun blasting and putting full auto on my crossbow and playing the what is that, the Mercenary?
The Mercenary,
looked pretty fun.
The shotgun, AR, grenade.
So satisfying, bro. Like, and the for me, it looks like you can do some pretty cool wave clear stuff, but I have a feeling you jack up some of those crossbows and they're going to be boss melters. I just got a bit of a vibe there that it's going to be cool for bossing. And that's my favorite part of the game, so I want to try that one. My only concern is you got to kind of change the ammo types, and it seems like you almost have to set up the abilities. Like, for me, when I see like the monk or whatever and it's like freeze them and shatter them, I don't love doing that myself. I kind of want to just blast with like one skill and like a couple support skills for me. And so that's my only worry is, am I always going to have to be putting down poison and then blow it up and all these different things? But I don't know. I think the gunplay and just the movement, now that it's WASD, that is a game changer for me. Even playing the casters felt so much more fun, being able to backpedal and cast. And for me, I think that the WASD just makes the game more fun and satisfying to play overall by a lot. Because I found when I would get into a big grind session, just like spam clicking around the map and casting my spells, like, I don't know, I would get a little annoyed, a little tired of it. And I've always been someone that enjoys more of the controlling with my mouse and keyboard or with an actual controller and being able to control the character that way.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the click movement, so I like how they have the WASD as well. But what he's saying about the Mercenary, it looked really, the crossbow build, that looks really fun. Like I said, I want to probably go like a caster, but that crossbow build looked pretty fun. I might swap, guys.
I don't love the feeling of like MOBA and attacking and movement as much. So I think this is a big win for me.
And the controller actually feels really good, to be honest. Like I had a chance to play. I had a chance to play it, or at least on the PlayStation controller. I haven't had a chance to try it with the Xbox, but the PlayStation controller plays really well. So if I'm doing like these 24-hour, on the launch live stream or something, 12 hours into that, and we're just grinding maps or something, like I'm probably going to be doing it on controller where I can actually lean back. You're gonna go pretty hard on launch. Are you all in, Andy? Like, what's your move here? The launch is you got 5 days, so you're probably in setup and prep phase. Do you have you're gonna move a mini fridge in there? I literally have a refrigerator sitting right here that I have not used, and I think it's gonna get its first use. I think I'm gonna be stocking it with food and everything, so I don't have to leave the room.
Right, fair, yeah. As soon as I saw that dev stream and just like my knowledge of Path of Exile 1 and what I've seen, it was such a instant, like, this game is going to slap, not on launch, not a year in, but 5 years from now, it's still going to be growing and good and amazing. And so that's where this weird thing of like, if I'm being honest, part of me wants to jump in on Path of Exile for personal selfish reasons. It's because I just genuinely want to play a game that I like and enjoy.
Amen.
So I'm going to make better content because of that. I think this is like a defining moment in my gaming, like RuneScape defining thing where I remember seeing my cousin playing it and being like, I got to go home and try that. And there's so many different games that I've played and I've loved, and it's been like for me and still being a hobby and not a job. And Path of Exile is going to be a situation where it could probably be both. I can make some awesome, videos for people, but I just want to play this game. Because that's the thing is people are like, wait, this guy plays Path of Exile? Right? No, because I don't really talk, but I don't make any videos on it.
How much did you play?
1,500 hours.
You got 1,500 hours.
Oh, I was sweaty, but it's like I never posted a video, never talked about it. It was just joy. This game was truly joy for me. Yeah, I don't know. I've loved.
So if you talk to anybody who's played PoE, they always kind of sound like this guy. Like they're super into it. There's a lot of joy. They like have almost everything I've heard is positive about this game. So I'm really excited to play this game, guys. I'll link the video on so you guys can watch the rest of it. We're probably just gonna dip out here and do something else. We will come back to this later, probably off stream or off YouTube, and watch this and finish up myself. But I'll link the video for you guys so you guys can finish the interview. But yeah, guys, I'm really excited to play this game. I'm really excited to try. Like I said, I might have to go with the Merc now. I kind of wanted to go caster, probably Witch or something, but I don't know, man. I mean, we have a few days here to decide. Comes out in like 3 days. So just hype, dog. Just hype. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys made it this far, thank you guys. Follow us here on YouTube and then on Twitch. We also will be streaming this. I'm probably gonna try to do like at least a 12-hour stream of this, but we'll see how it goes with the energy levels, and your boy needs to get some sleep too. But thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Hit me up later on the Discord. If you're going to be in that giveaway, make sure you guys are in the Discord, because that's where I will post the winners. So we're going to have to, be in there to see who wins. But there's 2 people for $50. Hopefully I can help you guys get 1 copy of PoE, and then you guys could have a few more bucks for, other Steam things, or we also had people asking if I could do the PlayStation or the Xbox cards. Whichever platform you play on, I will honor that. So you'll get $50 on whatever platform you play it on. So I'm just really excited, guys. I want to hopefully get you guys excited as well. I'm sure you guys are very excited if you made it this far. And like I said, please like and subscribe. Hit us up on Twitch. Follow us there. And we'll be streaming tonight and almost every day this month. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you for the next one.